My name's Schrader. Affiliates CrossFit Red Point in Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's where I train. I'm a head trainer there. I played around with it a little bit at the end of '08 on one of my deployments, and then came back, and two guys in my company, they had their team, one of their special forces teams, doing it all the time for their PT, and so I just kind of jumped on board and did it pretty often, but I still kept in a bunch of regular lifting in the gym and stuff, and then came back from a deployment in Afghanistan February 2010, and my wife was like, why don't you try sectionals, and did sectionals and did alright, so decided to start training for it, and been going since. So.
Yeah, so you did sectionals and regionals last year, and how was your experience with all that?
It was fun. It went well. That's the first time I've competed in anything since high school sports, and so brought back a competitive mindset and memory and just the fun involved, except obviously you got the CrossFit community, which is a lot different. But yeah, I got third sectionals and then fifth at regionals, and just missed the game, so left me a little hungry.
One spot out from the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit how that, you said it left you hungry, how you feel after that?
You know, it's been a while, of course, reminiscing on it, and I mean, it was one workout that I mentally broke down in the workout, and that I got caught up in the moment with everyone stringing muscle-ups together, knowing that I needed to do singles, and I strung them together and then hit muscle failure. Added 2.5 minutes onto the time that I practiced it 3 days prior, so that instead of about 10th in that workout, which I would have had, I came in 50th in that workout. So I reminisced a lot on that, but it is what it is. So last year I did my own programming, but I didn't really program, if that makes sense. I pulled a lot of main side workouts and added in a lot of strength stuff just because I like it. Hip movements that I needed to work on, but I didn't really, I didn't have that much knowledge, so I didn't really program as far as hitting various time domains and modalities and work systems and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm kind of just studying while I'm in school as well and learning a lot more, and then it's just been transforming since then. So I kind of look at it that I'm training for regionals, in all honesty. It doesn't matter if I get first or 60th in the open, as long as I get to regionals and hopefully peak at that point. Goal is to get first, you know, obviously. But yeah, I mean, training Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on, Friday off. I hit the workouts on Saturdays, the open workouts. Train Sundays and then take Monday off. It's a general week right now during the open, so I'm sure some things do transfer. Maybe like the mental capacity as far as certain aspects of military, like special ops, for example. I mean, it requires a certain mentality to be able to learn and take initiative and do stuff on your own, which I think can transfer over a lot to an individual athlete training. You know, programming needs to be individualized, really, to get yourself, you know, because everyone has, you know, different genetics, different backgrounds, different issues, different weaknesses, needs different nutrition, so everything should be individualized, but it takes initiative to figure out what that is for you. So just from learning some different styles of workouts and training different systems instead of like a 4-time format or like an AMRAP format, but like we did today, like anaerobic format, where you're going at all-out intensity to knowing you have a long rest, but that long rest plays mentally, like I have to go back and start all out again. So doing those style workouts, or even ones where weaknesses like chest to bar pull-ups are not a strength of mine, so knowing that I have to get back on and do 15 unbroken, like it's almost the same feeling of when you go into a workout where you're competing against people and you're like, all right, you know, everything gets tensed up for a second, but having that close to daily, just in different areas, weaknesses and different styles, I think makes the workouts, the output and the outcome that much better. Instead of just, okay, another workout, I got to do X, Y, Z today. Get it tired, non-focused, and yeah, definitely looking forward to regionals. And it's not that far away, so about the same as last year actually. It's the opposite direction.
Awesome. We gonna see Nate Schrader in the CrossFit Games 2012?
I hope so. That's the goal.